gates prepared yet.
You need to try and pick off the units as. Look at the shields on the mark.
Oh my god, the ball is gonna take this.
What's up, guys? This is Pain User.
And this is Cat's Pajamas.
And we've got game 2 for everyone between Rain KiWiKaKi spawning as our red Protoss in the bottom right-hand corner of Shakura's Plateau. And his opponent in the top left, we have Empire's Nerchio, who actually won the last game with some pretty aggressive Roach-Ling timings at the third, was able to trade relatively even. KiWiKaKi having no answer, but really what I think that boiled down to was that 6 gate. I mean, it was just so weak. He only had 1 or 2 cycles of units.
Yeah, he did. He only had those couple, that 1 or 2 cycles of units. In addition to that, he had no sentries in the mix, so he couldn't do anything as far as dictating where the battle was taking place. Nerchio had so many Zerglings that were just running around the side that it would have been pretty easy for KiWiKaKi to drop down maybe a couple of force fields, just split that army in half, deal with one type of the unit before he went to the other one.
I feel like if you're going to go with an all-stalker, I mean, he had 0 sentries, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 0
So if you're going to
sentries.
go with an all-stalker composition, you need to do some sort of a blink rush. If you're gonna attack that early on in the game with 10 to 12 stalkers, but you don't have force fields to eventually save them, and that's really what the force fields can be used for a lot of the time. They can be used to save that group of stalkers as you're leaving, and we do have a very early pull.
Oh, this is
here
just
coming
very
out of
early.
Nerchio.
This was like a 7 pool. I apologize. I didn't see exactly the timing as to when that came down. That's a spawning pool, and there are 6 Zerglings coming out, and KiWiKaKi knows this. He's putting up his forge right away, so hopefully he'll have some cannons down in defense, but that forge isn't done for another 15 seconds, and in addition, that's going to take 40 seconds for a cannon to come up. This is still going to require pretty good defense.
Oh my goodness, this could get dicey here. We're going to have to see a full wall, I believe, out of KiWiKaKi. Look to see him drop a gateway down, possibly another gateway, or he might actually have to use a pylon or perhaps a cannon, but still not building any units at the ramp. What is going on, KiWiKaKi? And oh my goodness, what? KiWiKaKi building a proxy pylon at the eventual third.
I think he
of
may
Nerchio. Or is he planning a relocate?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. The photon cannon is going to be done, though. Unfortunately, he A-clicks his own photon cannon there for a second. Maybe just had those following it. I'm sorry, no damage suffered.
This is so interesting.
Yep, and Nerchio is going to take down this
Proxying
pylon.
2 gates. Oh my god.
Proxy
3
gates. What is this?
Wow, you know what? This is crazy. I think this might actually work out. This could work to his favor. Nerchio might smell that something is going on here. He is sending those lings back to his base. He's going to leave 1 to take out that remaining forge. He's already killed the pylon, but these 3 gateways, and oh my god, is Nerchio headed straight for it? Is he headed straight for those gateways?
Oh, I think he's sending out Zerglings to check for anything.
I think he's going to find it here.
All bases, and he sees the pro.
Oh no, he doesn't know yet.
No,
he hasn't seen the gateways yet.
Right. So let's take a look here. This Zergling. That Zergling was rallied in. He knows it's blocked now because it can't make its way up. He knows it can't make its way up, so he knows there's something there. There he goes.
Boom. The cat's out of the bag. We do have 3 gateways down. They are chrono boosting zealots, and this game is coming down to crunch time right here. I actually really like this move from KiWiKaKi, thinking on his feet, thinking on the fly. And we do have the first 2 zealots coming out right now. They will be able to keep these gateways alive. Hopefully he doesn't lose that first one, and he is going to go straight for the natural here.
Yep, absolutely. We do have a Roach Horn coming up now for Nerchio, so this is going to get pretty intense here because that Roach Horn's not done for another 30 seconds. And basically, this is really, really smart, though. Nerchio is playing the delay game. He was attacking those zealots and keeping them pinned in place for a while. There's no way Nerchio is going to be able to keep this base. He is going to have to cancel that hatchery. Eventually, he'll just delay those zealots again as long as is possible until he can get some roaches up, because as soon as he gets a couple of roaches, he'll be in a lot better spot to defend. Now, 4 roaches are making their way out. 5 roaches, as a matter of fact, and those plus Zerglings should be enough to start holding this at bay, but man, that is a lot of zealots.
And we do have the Cybernetics Core about to finish here, so he will be able to start warping in those Stalkers, and those combined with the Zealots, and oh my goodness, this is a lot of Zealots here, but wow, look at the timing right there. Roach roaches popping out at the perfect moment. KiWiKaKi also pulling out at the perfect moment, and he's been flanking with these Zerglings continuously, trying to deny any cannon production or anything like that. The forge is still down, so he could potentially put up a pylon and drop some cannons to contain him into the main. And oh no, these zealots getting chased all the way back to the gateways, and he needs to be very careful right here. He does not want to lose all these zealots.
Absolutely, and nice job by KiWiKaKi here. He is actually turning back those hurt zealots. Now he's going to walk back to that very mobile stalker. That is going to start picking away at these roaches. Nerchio knows it, so he's just trying to do as much damage as he possibly can, getting himself a couple of zealot kills as well. Look at this control, picking off the hurt zealots as he makes his way back to his base, continually reinforcing with more units. He does have Zerglings down at the bottom right, though. They denied the forge, so no more cannons are going to come out, and this is really going to come down to control. This is intense.
Yeah, it is intense, but I can't help but think that the advantage just a little bit is going towards the Protoss player in a situation like this. We're both on one base. The Zerg's natural has been denied. He does have roaches. Oh no. It looks like he may lose this cybernetics core before Warp Gate Tech is able to be finished. 1 probe going down, 2 probes, 3 probes, 4.
Oh no. Oh no. KiWiKaKi.
Oh no. Oh, he did actually lose one of those links to the cannon. That will help KiWiKaKi out quite a bit. And KiWiKaKi, as a response to this, looks like he is going to try and end this game. He is going into the main right now. We have stalkers moving onto the creep as well as the zealots, but there are just too many roaches and lings right now. And with this queen, they are most definitely going to be able to force those Protoss units running tail between their legs back to the ramp.
Absolutely, and now there are 2 queens out. Looks like the cybernetics core finally did. It looks like the Zerglings that were attacking the cybernetics core finally did get cleared up. But KiWiKaKi is just on 19 workers, as he did lose a few to those lings. Nerchio has gone up to 29, and if he can even break this just a little bit, as soon as he drops down his next bases, he will be much more saturated on all of his mineral lines. KiWiKaKi trying to do some more damage, but now Nerchio is just getting up so many units and starting to work on these destructible rocks. He's going to be able to flank around and kill KiWiKaKi if he's not watching.
Yeah, most definitely. This is the original Shakuras, so hopefully both these players are fully aware of that. The back rocks are going down right now, and this will also give him an opportunity to take a second base. This is really smart thinking right now by Nerchio. KiWiKaKi, I don't think is hip to this right now. He's obviously not scouting around the back, but then again, there's really nothing he can do about it right now, and he might be trying to set up a hard contain here with a potential pylon plus cannons. I don't know if that's really what he wants to be doing right now, because that back exit is opening up and we do have that expansion going down. So Nerchio, with a brilliant play right here, taking the sneak back expo and forcing KiWiKaKi to invest so much at the front. He's investing force fields, units, time, money, position, cannons. I mean,
yes,
this is just not a good situation for KiWiKaKi right now, and I feel like Nerchio is just getting so far ahead.
Yep, he absolutely is. You're 100% correct. And in addition to that, he's starting to position the spine crawler forward so we can even break this contain. And the nice thing is that as long as every once in a while he pokes at that contain, maybe sacks a ling here and there, just does a little damage and then backs back up, he's going to convince KiWiKaKi that he's just trying to break this contain and do nothing else. All the while, he'll have the second base producing, and that's just going to put him so far ahead in this game. Nerchio now dropping down those creep tumors as well, down to the bottom portion of the base. He's continuing to reinforce with units. He has an evolution chamber coming up, and look at that, being so smart. Almost exactly what I said right there. KiWiKaKi, the more he is convinced that his contain is holding, the better position he thinks he'll be. All the while, he'll be slipping farther and farther behind.
Yeah, also, not only that, you know, faking him about your interest in going down the ramp is one thing. That's definitely important. But also just baiting out force fields is an added bonus.
Absolutely.
I don't think he should stop doing that at all. I mean, almost every player will do that in a situation like this. And it looks like he might take this opportunity to sneak down the ramp. No, he's a little bit hesitant there. That could have been bad. He almost got his army force fielded on the ramp right there, but I don't think it's really worth the risk right now. I don't think he needs to take any risks right now because he is getting so far ahead with that base in the back that he really just needs to be worried about holding on to that and winning this game. We do have an observer out now for KiWiKaKi, going to be able to sight the high ground, pick off that spine crawler, and that observer will head around towards the back now, and as soon as he finds that base in the back, he's not going to be happy.
Nope, he sees the macro hatch going down, though, so I'm curious how he'll react.
Wow.
It looks like he's just going to pull his units back. He's just going to head away. He sees the entirety of Nerchio's forces and decides to move away. That's going to allow Nerchio to expand once again with good saturation on his not natural second base already. KiWiKaKi just now starting to throw up his next Nexus. Uh-oh. And now all these units are going to come down here and take out almost all of KiWiKaKi's production.
Yeah, that is the beauty of having warp gates, is that you can continually use them to warp things in back at your main. They add to your production throughout the game, but proxying them like this is super risky. He's losing 3 gateways right now and the additional pylon. That's so much time and money invested. Going to be really down on and we do have this observer coming in right now, and oh no, KiWiKaKi's face palming right now. He can't be happy about that.
Nope, not at all. And Nerchio has pulled ahead pretty significantly in supply, up by 30 at this point. KiWiKaKi, he has a couple of Immortals down. Do pretty well against the Roach composition. He's going up to his Twilight Council again, but now he has to reinvest in infrastructure, put up as many gateways as he can. Otherwise, he's just going to get outswarmed here in a couple of minutes.
To his credit, though, he does have a nice army. He has a decent size, decent composition as well. So KiWiKaKi definitely capable of winning a straight-up fight right now. The one thing he needs to be and we do have KiWiKaKi moving out, so it looks like he is going to try and seize this opportunity where he does have the stronger army to get some damage done here. Nerchio sending his roaches back in right there, luckily pulling out just in the nick of time before any possible force fields could get dropped. And here come the rallied roaches. We do have 28 more lings in production. 4 additional roaches going to join up here, and I don't know if KiWiKaKi's going to be able to hit this timing. I hope he doesn't go too far in here.
Oh no, and KiWiKaKi throws down the Guardian Shield and has a couple of nice force fields, but Nerchio does pull himself away with those Tunneling Claws. Burrow and Tunneling Claws are done. Very nice job. He's going to be able to coax a couple of force fields out here as well. KiWiKaKi is going to be forced back and forced to use a lot of the energy on those sentries. Nerchio just picking his spots nicely, just trying to do damage, coax force fields out, all the while he's reproducing and going up in upgrades as well. He's already on 0-1. Now KiWiKaKi is warping some stuff down to the low ground, but Nerchio already realizes it. He has those Zerglings in on time, and these Zealots actually aren't killing anything.
Yeah, Nerchio 100% on top of that. Almost instant reaction there, but he does have that Overlord spotting the high ground over his second base, and that's just so important. He's going to be able to see any kind of proxy pylons, any warp-ins, and looks like we have the troops headed under the force fields right now. Hey guys, when should we pop up? Are we ready to go yet? But now the roaches are scurrying towards KiWiKaKi's base, and they are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage here. It looks like they're going to catch the sentries in the midfield, forcing almost all of the force fields to be used. I don't think he has any left. These Immortals and Sentries are so important right now, and they're all getting caught out in the open.
Yeah, they are. One Immortal went down to 1 shot from all of these roaches. They're spreading themselves out. They're going to target down those Immortals very quickly here, and even though KiWiKaKi is doing significant damage, he's not going to be able to hold all these units back. And Nerchio hasn't even reinforced with his mass lings. He's got a lot of them sitting at the top. He's got a ton of them sitting back at his base. He's going to be running with those in a second, and KiWiKaKi, I think, is going to meet his demise.
He's just getting absolutely overrun here. His base is covered in blood, both Protoss and Zerg. And there we go. GG is called. Nerchio taking the series down 2-0. I was not expecting that. KiWiKaKi,
wow, knocked out of the tournament. The guy who finished second in IPL 1 is knocked out without winning a game in IPL Season 2.
Just goes to show what kind of a talent pool we're working with here in IPL Season 2. And really, that game boiling down to the fact that, KiWiKaKi maybe not as aware of the map. I mean, obviously tournaments using all of these different maps, you never really know what's going on. This was the old Shakura, so there were the backrock bases. The new Shakura is very different. Obviously, your main is blocked off with the double walls all the way around. There is no backrock expansion. That working out in Nerchio's favor hugely in this situation, allowing him to take that second base and really just start to run away with this game. KiWiKaKi realizing that through the mid-game with that observer, immediately pulling away from it. He saw that both gases were already up. There were already drones mining. couldn't have been a happy feeling at that point in the game.
No, I expect keyboards going into brick walls at that point. But so yes, KiWiKaKi is knocked out of the tournament. Nerchio is going to advance, very strong player. He has quite a road ahead of him, though. Of course, you have to play more rounds in the losers bracket. Virtually every time you win in the winners bracket, it's worth 2 rounds in the lower bracket because they'll have to play each other as well. So Nerchio has his work cut out for him. But that ends this set. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Check out the IPL at IGN.com/IPL. You can also find us as at IGN Pro League on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Justin TV. If you've enjoyed Pain User Nice Casting, please do check us out. You can find me at twitter.com/CatsPajamasSC2.
And you can find me at twitter.com/PainUser.
So until next time, guys, peace.